Welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And with me now, the man of the moment, Joseph Parker. How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing very good. Thanks for having me on, Joe.
Oh, I really appreciate your time. I know, there's a lot going on with camp at the moment. You got a lot of training going on. You're with Andy Lee now, and you've got Tyson helping you out as well. So big times ahead.
Very big times. If I just look at it, it's from the last fight and having Kevin Barry as my coach, who's been the coach for the last 8 years. We had great accomplishments in boxing and great things together, traveled the world together. And then we got the win against Junior Fa recently. It wasn't, for me, when I look at the fight, it wasn't the performance or the dominant performance that I wanted to put on display. But it's always great to get the win, because when you get the win, you can obviously move on to bigger fights and fights that actually mean more. And so, after the win, I was like, man, I just felt like I needed to do something different. And we both, like Kevin, we sat down and talked, and we support each other, and we understand that, I wanted to go a different way and try something else. And then in a matter of, days, I'm on an airplane flying to Ireland to meet Andy for the first time. All because Tyson Fury told me that, he advised me that, or suggested that Andy would be the great coach for me to work with and to learn from.
Yeah. Because obviously, Kevin, you've been with a long time. You've got a friend for life there, haven't you?
Friend for life. And it's not just a coach and trainer type of relationship. He was like a father, and he did a lot of, like, him and the family looked after me, treated me well. And it's always going to be, it's a friendship that's going to last forever. But in terms of boxing, I just wanted to do something else. And you don't want to be the fighter that goes, oh man, I wish I did this, or I wish I tried that, I wish I had a different approach with this fight. So it was a great 8 years, and I was very comfortable, but I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and try something different.
Yeah, and I think, Andy Lee, very accomplished, a great person to have in your corner, with what he's achieved. And I think he's just going to he's going to add, isn't he? He's going to add to what you've already got.
Yeah, he doesn't want to change too much, because I didn't give him a long time to have with me to add this and add that. I know he's got a lot to give, but we're just going to take baby steps. We've just met each other like 3 weeks ago, and then we're already gelling. He's a great guy. He's achieved great things in boxing. He's trained with all the best in the world. He trained at, Detroit with Emmanuel Stewart, and he trained alongside Klitschko and all the other champions that have been in and out of that gym. So he's got a lot of experience. He's seen it all. Being in the ring himself. So being in the ring, I think, really helps with knowing the training, when to rest, what to eat, all of that kind of stuff. So he brings a lot of experience, and he's just tightening up a few things, adjusting a few things here and there, and just complementing what I already have.
And how are you feeling? How are you feeling in yourself? Obviously that's quite a change before a big fight, but how are you feeling about it?
I was excited because it's something new. It's a new environment, new camp, new coach, new team. And it's just, I've come here with an open mind. Everything that I've learned in 8 years, very thankful, very grateful for, but I've tried my best to leave that there and come here and pick up on anything that he's teaching. I want to be a sponge again, to be able to absorb information, absorb things that he's teaching me, so I can put it on display. The best time to be practicing all that stuff is inspiring, which I'm looking forward to doing.
Yeah, and obviously, we know you've got him as a trainer now, but obviously having Tyson Fury in your camp as well must be a massive bonus.
Big bonus. I know a lot of people, want to train with the champion of the world. He's a champion of the world at the moment. I rate him the best in the world. But for me, I have goals of being the best myself. So it's great to be around an environment where everyone's so positive, everyone's pushing each other, but also he looks out for me like a younger brother. Here's a guy from New Zealand, myself, New Zealand, Samoan, all the way there, formed this great relationship with the champion of the world, and here we are training together. He's looked after me, he's looking after myself and Andy. He's looked after us while we're here in Morecambe, invite us to the gym, helping us with anything that we need while we're here. He's like, just let me know. So I'm very grateful to have someone like him looking out for us, and just, it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yeah, what an incredible friend to have. As you say, #1 in the world, heavyweight, which you want to be one day, which is kind of the the kind of thing in the middle, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I want to be. Listen, I don't think he ever wants to fight me. He's got his own plans. He's got his own people, other people that he wants to fight. But I'll fight anyone in the like. I'll fight anyone. I'll fight the best in the world, and my goal is to be the best again. And it's just great. I've been there before, and sort of fell off and had a few losses. But my goal is to be there again. I don't know how long it'll take, but I have, as long as I have that goal in place, and I take the right steps to get there. Take my time, get the right fights, the big fights, be involved in exciting fights to get the fans all excited again. Then I know I'll get there soon, or however long it takes.
As you well know, Joe, you've got an amazing base of fans in the UK. You've picked them up along the way. They've really embraced your, the YouTube champ, should we say? The entertainment man who's kept us all going. Have to say, I love the Step Brothers and quality, mate. Honestly, anything, I won't go into it, but the drum kit scene. Absolutely.
All the credit for me, all the credit goes to my Kerry Russell.
Yeah.
During the lockdown, a lot of people were finding it quite hard to deal with. I'm very fortunate that I have, my family. I was able to spend a lot of time with him, but also he came over in my bubble, and he's the one with all the ideas. He's the one that filmed it. He's the one that edited it. So he's the man behind. I call him the magic man. He worked his magic.
Oh, honestly, they were quality. They were quality. But moving on from that, because I could talk about that all day. Obviously, you got your big fight coming up, 1st of May. Going to be a cracker. It should have happened a long time ago. Obviously, there was stuff that went on. I think it was spider bite back in the day. Whatever Derek Chisora wants to say it was, he loves a mind game, doesn't he? But looking forward to the 1st of May. Yeah, it's a great card as well, isn't it?
There's a great card. There's great fights on the undercard. Very happy and excited to be headlining the card. I know there's other great fighters on the undercard that can be hitting their own card, so it's going to make it a great night of fights. A fight that was meant to happen a while ago, but due to health issues, a doctor in the States pulled me out of the fight. Body was tired and sore and sweating, and I couldn't sleep, and so the doctor said I wasn't fit to fight, and said it was a spider bite. So I had no idea it was a spider bite. Anyways, the fight was, we're trying to make the fight happen again. We're trying to reschedule it, but he was keen to fight, so he went on and fought David Price.
Yeah.
And he got a good win. Now that we've locked in the fight, he's doing a lot of talking, saying a lot of things. And I guess that's just Derek, with the experience he has, not only inside the ring, but outside the rings. He knows what to say to try and get people hyped up. He knows what to say to try and get under the skin of his opponent. He either comes as a...
getting under your skin, Joe?
No, because as long as you focus on what you have to do, which is train hard, be prepared, and fight hard, then all the other stuff is just noise, and you can easily block, you can easily block it out, or you can easily let it get to you. And I think just with the experience that I've had, I've had guys like Dylan White. Joshua didn't say a lot of things. There was guys like Takim. All of these fights that I've had has helped me, to where I am today.
Yeah. As I say, it's a cracking fight, and it's all going to come down to the approach, isn't it, Joe? We know you can box really well. We also know that you can bang someone out if you really need to, or have to. So, but how? Obviously, you can't go into too much detail with your training and stuff, but how do you see Derek approaching the fight?
I see Derek as, I think it's not really sort of hidden or a secret that he's going to come forward and throw punches to chase you down, apply pressure, throw combinations, and I just have to go in there and follow the game plan that Andy Lee puts in place. Whether that's to fight fire or fire, whether that's to box and move, whether that's to stand and trade. Just depends on how, it's different when you watch the fight on YouTube, and then when you're in the ring, you have to adjust and adapt according to what's in front of you. So, I'm going to be ready for whatever he brings. We're doing everything right in terms of training. There's running, there's pads, there's bag work, there's sparring, and we have another 3 weeks here before we fly, fly to London or wherever the fight may be, and finish off preparations. So,
what's your prediction for the fight, Joe?
Every fight I sign. I always back myself to win, always, and if I go out there looking for a knockout, it probably won't come. But if I go out there and enjoy myself and relax and have fun and let it flow, eventually it comes. So that's, my goal is just to go out and have fun, because the hard work is being done in training. Training camp is where the hard work is done. The fight is the time to enjoy and dance under those lights, because that's what you've been working hard for.
Yeah. As I say, it's a night I've been looking forward to for a long time, and I'm sure it's not going to disappoint. You've got two guys that basically, one is calling himself War, and the other one's not afraid to get stuck in there. So it's going to be fireworks, and in my opinion, it's going to be one of the best heavyweight fights this year. We're obviously looking at the AJ Fury as and when it's going to happen, and we obviously had White Povetkin the other week. White sort of put himself back up there again. Povetkin, we're not quite sure what's going to happen there, but it's a heavyweight time, isn't it?
Listen, the heavyweight division is on fire. It's booming. There's a lot of fights to be made. That the belts are held up at the top, but it doesn't mean that the ones just under that can all mix it up and have great fights and put on great shows for for all the supporters, for all the fans, for all the people that want to watch some great fights and great boxing.
Yeah, just one big question I want to ask you: what happens to the loser in this fight between you and Chisora?
I don't know. I'm not sure what Derek will do after the fight. I'm not sure what he'll do after after he loses.
I like your style, Joe. I like your style.
My plan is to keep fighting, keep being involved in the biggest fights I can be, and keep busy. I'm not sure what his plans are. It'll be hard for him to. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens after A1.
Yeah. Well, Joe, as I say, it's an absolute privilege to have you on. As I say, I know you're a busy man, and time isn't really yours at the moment either. But love to your family, and and to your lovely wife. I know you got fantastic support over here, and it's going to be one of those fights I think that's going to cut the country in half. Even though you're from New Zealand, you're cutting the country in half, mate. And
listen, I love the support we've been getting since we've been here. Not only now, but for the other fights that we've had here, and it doesn't feel like a strange place to me. Usually, when you go to a different country, it always feels like you're missing home. I'm not missing home. I'm enjoying myself, having fun. I'm enjoying meeting people. I know there's a lot of COVID. We're keeping a distance, and we're like, hey, everyone from a distance. But I'm looking forward to putting on the best fight I can May 1, and I'm thankful for the support from everyone. It means a lot, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well, Joe, I think it's fair to say you've officially been adopted, mate.
Thank you.
But no, thanks for coming on, Joe. I really appreciate it. And as I say, love to your family. And yeah, looking forward to the 1st of May, where fireworks are going to go off, mate.
Let's get it, brother. Thanks for having me on, Joel.
No problem at all. You take care, and I'll speak to you soon.
Speak to you soon. Thanks, bro. Have a good night.
Take care.
See ya.
Joseph Parker. Wow, he is ready for the 1st of May against Derek Chisora, and there's going to be fireworks in that fight, and I can't wait to watch it. Really chuffed to have him on the show, because I know how busy the guy is. I've been pestering him like mad, and finally I think I broke him, and he came on. So yeah, really appreciate his time. And as I say, 1st of May, it's all happening. Parker versus Chisora. It's been a long time in the making. So really looking forward to it. Yeah, can't wait. So if you like what you've watched today, go onto YouTube, JG's Fight Talk, subscribe, check out the rest of the content, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you very much.